Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. I might have to turn on a light here. Not really sure. It looks pretty dark on the camera. However, we're just going to go with this for a minute and see what happens. Wow, that's really dark. Okay, anyway, so welcome to Psychic Medium Toni Greene. I'm Toni Greene, and I'm going to first try to do this where I clean the camera. Yeah, I didn't think that was it. This is such a professional setup. Yeah, folks. I think I need to get up and turn on a little bit of a light here. Um, Typically, when I do my shows during the day, I might have a curtain open and let some natural light, sunlight come in. And yeah, that's not the case today. I don't know if we care that much. Do we care? For those of you on YouTube, do we care if the light's not coming in? Okay. First and foremost, I want to say hey and thank you so much for joining me here. So happy. Yeah, see, Heather says it's fine. The lighting is fine. So happy that you all are here joining me today. If you are on the call log, please know I will be getting with you soon. Just a few announcements. I never reach out to anybody on social media. So if somebody reaches out to you on social media saying it's, that they're me and whatever, it's not me. I don't reach out to people on social media. Um, Also, hey, Stevie, hope you're having a good day. So if you're new to the show, a couple things that I do on the show is throughout the day or from the last show, sometimes I get songs, and these songs are typically from loved ones on the other side for you. These songs could be um from as soon as you hear the song, it could be the answer to a question, or it could be just a song that the loved one loved or that you love, and they're letting you know via music that they're here. I don't know why I could not get that out. Probably because I was looking for where I wrote the songs, but I have all these songs written down that I can now. Here we go. Okay, these songs, by the way, are so hilarious. I was laughing as these songs were coming in. So the first song, I just know like some of the lyrics that I was hearing. I don't even know like the whole song to some of these. Okay, so the first line I was getting is, "Can a player just get a touch?" Okay, so for whoever that's for, and then the next song, "What's good, yo?" Yeah, I that's the line that I kept hearing is, "Can a player just get a touch?" And then the next song is, I can't even know the I don't want to be a player no more. Is that because as a player you couldn't get a touch? Is that why you don't want to be a player no more? Oh, so Bear, if this is your first time, I think I'm hilarious. I crack myself up. Hopefully, I crack you up too. Um, and the next song is "You Got Me Tripping, You Got Me Stumbling, You Got Me Blah Blah." No, no, you got me stumbling, you got me tripping. Da-na-na. Okay, that's the next song, and I can't think of any other words to that song. And then and then the last song is "You Can Go Your Own Way." So if we could write a whole story on these songs. I don't think all of these songs are for one person or one situation. If they are, it's a hella funny situation. That's all I'm saying. And then the last song is I like that song too. "I'll Stop the World and Melt with You." Please, I'm not going to sing that because, well, we all know I can't sing. So there's that. So those are the songs that were coming in up until about an hour ago. And then as I was sitting here getting ready, the song coming in is that song, It's Going Down. Meet me at the club. It's going down. Meet me at the, I'm just going to make up words and put them in the gym. It's going down. I don't think they meet at the gym and it goes down there. I think it's the club and someplace else. At the mall. Meet me at the mall. It's going down. Anywhere you meet me, it's going down. Okay, so that song's coming in and a Snoop song. And of course, we would get a Snoop song because it's Snoop. So the Snoop song that we're getting is Drop It Like It's Hot. So if any of these songs were a favorite song of someone on the other side, if any of these songs are answering a question that you have in your life, this might be a loved one bringing in the answer for you to answer that question. And if this is your favorite song, it might be from somebody on the other side who knew it was your favorite song. And then the next part of the show, I'm actually going to just turn the camera a little bit, folks. So you're going to have to stare at my plant, but I'm hoping this will give me just a little bit better light. I think it is. Okay. It's not as comfortable, but that's okay. We'll live with it. Okay. That's just better light all the way around. Okay, so then the next thing that I do is sometimes I get names from the other side. These are people giving me names. This could be your name, their name, or yeah, your name or their name or about somebody. But the first name I'm hearing is Brian, and whoever is saying Brian is not stopping. They are just Brian, Brian, Brian. The whole time I'm trying to do the songs, Brian is large in my ear. I'm just saying, he's right here. I'm just saying, Brian wants somebody to know he is here, or somebody named Brian. This guy, this guy right here, will not leave me alone. So, whomever that is for, please acknowledge. Um, there's a Martha on the other side, and Martha was a little bit more mature in years, and she just wants her granddaughter to know that she loves her, for whomever that is worth. And then I'm hearing the name Emily, and I don't know if Martha is for Emily, but it could be two different people completely. Okay, I'm going to let that go right now and I'm going to go to callers. So here's how the caller end of this works. So I'm trying to get comfortable and I'm going to move a few things just because now that I know the light is better over here, we are going to full on take advantage of that for tonight's show. I feel like I'm going to push this right off the stand that it's on. There we go. Gotcha. Or not. Okay. So here we go. And so tonight's show, for every show, I first of all, this show airs on WSCS Rude Rangers TV. It streams on all of their channels, almost every single podcast and radio shows. So we try to keep the swearing to a minimum. And when I say we, I really just actually mean me, because typically if a swear word comes out, I'm the one trying to hold it back. It's not wrong, it's human nature. Why? Why? Tell them that it's human nature. Why? Why do they do it that way? Jesus. You can tell I entertain myself a lot. Okay. A little bit. I think that's Michael Jackson stepping on in with us. Um, the other song I've been hearing all week, and I know this is going to mean something to somebody. Every time this song comes in, I just crack up. I just crack up, but it's like moving on up to the east side with that um to the deluxe. They won't let me stop singing, but I want to say the guy, that movie with that guy with the cleaners, that song. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I wish the person who that song is for, whoever loved that movie, that song, claim it so it can leave me alone. Let me go. go. Okay, so if you want to call in and ask a question, the number is 845-277-9131. I go live every single week at noon Central on Mondays and Wednesdays, every week for a minimum of 30 minutes, typically an hour. But if you want to call in live right now and ask questions, you can ask one question about life, love, career, finances, or connect with a loved one on the other side. If you want to connect with a loved one on the other side, I just need their first name, their relationship to you, and oh, if you have any questions or conversations for that person on the other side, just let me know. I have a lot of people on YouTube right now. So here's what I'm going to say to everybody on YouTube. I love you guys. I have a lot of people in the call log and I love you guys too. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. This is freaking awesome. Okay. What I want to say to you, if you're on YouTube and you are asking questions, please, I might not get to your question. I'm not going to scroll through the whole YouTube conversation to try to find questions. I might scroll through and say hi to people who have joined us just out of common decency. You're joining my show. I want to say hi to you. I know Heather and Lolly are here. Terry's here. Let me see who else is here. Okay, we have Heather. We have Avalos. Avalos R. I hope I'm saying that. I'm just going to call you R. R is here. Lolly, Lolly. I hope your friends are doing okay. I hope they're doing okay. And we have Catherine and Jessica. Jess. Oh, all I can think about is Jessica right now. Jess. Um, Jazz. Yes, jazz. Okay. Okay. Heather, and then oh my gosh, Aloha Jay. Hi. Um, the fracked word, the Jeffersons. Okay, yeah, everybody's confirming that the Jeffersons. I was gonna call them the Wilsons. Willis, like that little guy Willis. I don't even know if that's the same show. Thank you guys so much for correcting that for me. That's Jay. Aloha Jay is Jay from Canada. For those of you who joined the daytime show, that's who that is. Thank you so much, everybody. And if you do have a question, please to the uh, on the chat. I will be doing the questions in between doing the calls, which I try to go back and forth and try to be fair and get everybody. So let's go to the first caller. When I call your area code, please give me your name and where you're calling from. 229. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, my name is Melvin. I'm calling from Georgia.
Hey, Melvin, how are you today?
I'm doing okay. Having some little health issues, but I'm doing okay.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to ask you about, do you see anyone coming into my life, the long-term relationship, possibly married?
Okay, Melvin. So for those of you, Melvin's connection is not that clear. So I'm just going to repeat the question. Melvin from Georgia wants to know if anybody's coming into his life for a long-term relationship. Well, first of all, Melvin, I'm going to answer your question, but I'm also going to tell you there's a woman here. She's a bigger, robust woman, and she's wearing her Sunday best dress. She's on the other side now. She has passed away. And she's wearing her Sunday best, she's saying. And she was a bit of a woman. Let's just put it that way. Anywho, she wants you to know she's here. Now, what I'm going to tell you about you meeting someone, I'm going to just start this message by saying, don't shoot the messenger. So we all know we're in for something here. Melvin, um, I have a feeling that you might often try to maybe date people or that might not be put together so well because all I keep hearing is Captain Save a Hole. And I'm sorry that it's
Mm.
coming out that way, but what they're saying is meet someone that's put together a little bit better. Meet somebody like let the next person be somebody who has like their poop in a group, not somebody who's a mess or has a drama. Thank you. Um because if you keep going for those people, um I just feel like they just want you to save them and then they're on to the next person and you just are left a little bit depleted and you just don't have that. Then it's like I did everything I could and it still didn't work out. You shouldn't have to do that much for somebody, especially in the beginning of a relationship. Relationships are not going in and fixing the fires or putting out fires and then having the relationship. If there is a fire, the fire department has to go in and fix that. That's not your job. So what I'm hearing is that it's time for you to have somebody who's a little bit more put together. Now, Melvin, can I please ask your age?
Yes, ma'am. I'm 62.
Okay. Okay.
I haven't been in a relationship for years.
Okay. Well, if well, then the reason we're getting that is because maybe somebody coming in is going to be in a pickle, in a pinch, and maybe this is a
Uh,
warning for you not to go with somebody who needs uh, even okay. So here's what I'm going to tell you, Melvin. If you haven't been in a relationship for years, maybe in the past or somebody coming in might be a person who is um not put together too well, and please don't invest a lot of time or energy into that because it will not be a good workout. It won't work out. Now, if you're asking me, I know your question is when am I going to meet someone? Um, I hear I hear in June, I hear that in June, a lot of things in your life are going to change and there's going to be a turnaround in your life
mhm.
in June. And in June is when you're going to have the best potential to meet somebody who's going to be a very good partner to you. Um, I hope that makes
Yeah.
sense to you. I hope that's helpful. I do feel like in June, whomever comes in or whatever comes in June, because I feel like there's going to be quite a few changes in your life in June. I feel like it's not just going to
Hmm.
be a partner. I feel like it's going to be a number of things coming in June, and I feel like you're going to your whole life is going to be different in some for some reason in June. And I want you to know that
Okay.
whomever
Uh,
whomever comes in June, they're the person that's meant for you. I do feel like there's somebody has the potential to come in who is either in nursing or was in nursing. This person is going to come in June and
mhm.
they're going to be somewhat of a godsend for you. Um, I also feel like whoever comes in, um, they're just going to help you with a lot of things in your life at that point. Okay.
Wow. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. How can I? How can? Did you save my number? I would like to get a. Do you do private session?
I do, Melvin. And what I tell everybody
Yes,
is
ma'am.
to go to my website and it will give you all the information on private sessions. So it's TONIG.info is my website, and you can get a private session there. Um, or you can get all the information there, including my business number, which will help you. You can call that number and then we can book a session. Okay.
Okay, that'll be great. Yes, ma'am.
Excellent.
Thank you.
You are so welcome, Melvin.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
thank you so much for calling into
Yeah,
the
I
show. I
appreciate it.
can't wait to talk with you again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yes,
You
ma'am. Thank
you are welcome. Thank you. I'm going to go directly to the next caller, who is 914
Thank you so much for taking my call. Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday. Can you please
Hello?
hi there. Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you. And yourself?
Good. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Catherine and I'm calling from New York.
Hey, Catherine. Well, how can I help you today?
I had a work question, but I'm not sure if one of the people you mentioned could be for me. So I don't know. I wanted to ask you if perhaps Martha is Marietta, my great aunt, because I was thinking about her over just before the show.
Was she a little bit fuller and a little bit of olive skin with gray, grayish? Her hair was probably darker when she was younger, but it was more that dark gray later on in life. But she was a little
exactly.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, that it probably is. It probably is her, because as soon as you said that, she just is like, boom, boom, hello, here I am. Yes, it's me. Yes, so yes. Yes. So okay, I'm backing away. Like you guys.
I just got the chills. That's incredible.
Oh, awesome.
Wow.
So I want to tell you she's here. And did she have okay, I want to ask you, because I'm sorry, I've already lost it. She was your grandma or she was your mother?
My great aunt.
Oh, your great aunt. Okay.
My grandmother's sister.
Okay. So does she, I think if I remember, I don't remember in the beginning of the show if she's the one who said that she wanted to say something to her granddaughter.
Right.
Okay, just make sure that message gets to the granddaughter, okay? And how can I help you now?
Yes, thank you. I'm doing a work project with a man named Joe, and I was wondering if you see it going well, if you think we'll complete it. Just any information, if if he'll stay true to his word and work with me on it. Anything you pick up around it, I appreciate.
Okay, so I do get, yes, you're going to complete it. You're not going to have a problem completing it, but I also get that you're going to have to pull a lot more of the weight than him. He's going to hold true to most of what he says, but not all of what he says. So just know he's there more as a form of guidance at this point, but you're going to have to do the heavy lifting. Okay, love?
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Excellent.
Thank you so much. I'm still amazed because I was just thinking about her right before I called into your show, and I heard that I was just like, wow. Yes.
I'm so grateful that you.
Thank you. You're amazing.
Oh, you're so welcome, and I'm so grateful that you brought that up and let us know that it was her. Absolutely my pleasure. Absolutely my pleasure. I'm going to go directly to the next caller. When I get to the next caller, please remember, I can't remember who the last caller was. I'll remember. Okay. Um, remember, please let me know your first name, where you're calling from, and if you have me on speakerphone, please take me off of speakerphone. And if you're listening to me on another device, please turn that device down just for the time that you're on the phone with me. Okay, 804. 804, what's your
Hello.
name? Hi there.
Hello, good evening. Thank you for taking my call and Happy New Year to you. My name is Vernell, the spelled with a V like in Virginia, and I live in Virginia.
Okay, Vernell from Virginia. Excellent. Thank you so much for calling in, and Happy New Year to you also. How can I help you today?
I was I was really trying to think of what to ask because there's a few things on my mind going on. Um, my boyfriend it's just about 3 years to the day that he had passed away. He passed away on St. Patrick's Day back in 2020 at 9:30 in the morning, and his name is Charles. And I was just wondering if he's around me all the time, and if he wants me to be back with him whenever my time comes to cross over.
Okay, so I was gonna say to you after you asked your question, I was gonna ask you or let you know there's a thinner man here. I don't know if this is Charles. Oh, wait, I think Charles might be over there. But there's okay, so there's two separate men here. One of them is very thin, um, and seemingly I don't want to say very thin, but thinner and a little bit more mature in years. The other one is wearing a t-shirt and jeans, but the t-shirt is like a little bit longer and it has something on the front of it. I can't make it out, but he was husky. He was he wasn't a little boy. He was a bigger, like a medium-sized man, but he's not super young. So these two men, like the one man over here that I think is Charles, who was not so old, and then there's the other guy over here who is a little thick. And I know if you're not watching me, you don't know where I'm pointing. It doesn't really matter where they are, but there's two men here. Do either of those descriptions fit Charles, first of all?
Well, Charles, he was I think he was close to 6 feet, and he was kind of stocky built, a white male, and he wore a cap on his head, and he always wore a t-shirt kind of long with a pocket on it, and he used to smoke all the time, and his ears kind of stick out, and he was a white male.
Okay, so thank you for
And he
sharing
always
that.
wear
So
short.
the two men here, the one man here is that's thinner. He is not white. The other guy that's stockier that's over there, he's a little younger. So I and I'm gonna say this for everybody who's joining in. I hear some spirits. I hear some loved ones. I hear some, see some, and sense some. Okay. So there might be some people coming in to say hi, and these people might be for the one of the other callers, or they may be here for you also. But I am hearing Charles because the first thing when you asked your question of when you cross over, does he want you to join him when you cross over? I hear yes, of course. Absolutely. Now, I do feel like when we cross over, people come their bedside. If we're in a bed, wherever we cross over, our loved ones, certain loved ones are there to help us transition. And I do feel like he's probably going to be he is saying at this as of right now, he's going to be one of those people who even help you transition over to the other side. And I do want to say that he is going to be waiting with bated breath. And I'm smiling at that, so I don't know why, but that makes me giggle a little bit. But he does want you to know he's also with you. He he is he is always with you, and he's singing this song, you're always on my mind, you're always on my mind. And when you first came on the call, the song that came in was that song from the beginning of the beginning of the show. And if I might be singing these lyrics wrong, okay, and that's okay. If you know what the song is, you know what the song is, whether I get the words right or maybe they're intentionally saying the words the way they're saying them. You got me tripping, you got me stumbling. Then I don't even know the rest of that song. Um, so that song came in right away, and then that song, You Are Always on My Mind, is coming in now. So the short answer is yes and yes, and the longer answer is absolutely 100%. He'll probably be there to help you transition. Okay. Whew. I hope that was helpful. I truly, truly hope that was helpful.
So he'll want.
I'm sorry, love.
I'm sorry. He will want us. He will want us to always be together and never part again. And I think you said he's around me all the time.
He is. And okay, that always be together, never part again. I can't. I would think the answer to that is yes, but I'm not gonna get. Once people get to the other side and they take off, I don't know what happens with a lot of things over there. No, I'm just joking with you, sweetie. But I am going to tell you that you do. One of the messages that I'm getting for you is don't be afraid to live your life now. You're not being. How do I say this? He understands how loyal you are to him, but he also wants you to live live your life, and not be like so. Don't be so secluded is the word. So that is what I am hearing. Also, don't don't I don't want to say it that way though. I don't want to say it that way. What I'm just going to say is he's saying don't it's okay for you to live your life. It's okay for you to live your life, okay, love?
Um. Yes. I'm trying to find another place to move to. And I'm hoping it's going to work out. But I'm not sure. How to go about getting another place. I'm on disability, and I was thinking about trying for a home, because I found out there are programs to help people get a house while they're on disability, and I'm hoping that if I try, that it will work for me.
Okay, so what I'm going to say is I do believe that there are a lot of organizations out there that will absolutely help you to find a house and or to find a place to move to, and will even help to facilitate the move if that is what you need. I think you should look up organizations in your area and see exactly what they can help you with. Thank you so much for calling in. I'm gonna see who is. Hey, Jessica. I see Jessica is saying hey again. You know, if I were smart, I would have Jessica teach me to sing because she does do singing. She teaches music and singing, and I just don't feel like anybody should have to take on that endeavor. So, Aloha Jay says, question. Does planetary energy of new moon or full moon affect, enhance your readings? Sometimes yes. Sometimes yes. I'm a moon baby. I love, I just love full moon. I totally love full moons. I want to be outside, like in the full moon, like people are outside in the sun. If it's a difficult full moon, my energy can be a little bit picking up on that from people. But yeah, it does. It does bring in a lot of energy for me on full moons. When it's a full moon, I don't even want to really sleep. And I won't, half the time, I don't chart the full moons um, or the new moons. I don't chart that. Sometimes I do because I'll hear about it on other things, but I don't intentionally chart it. But yeah, sometimes I'll the next day or so, I'll realize it was a full moon the night before and be like, oh, that explains that. That explains it. I will tell you, the full moon makes me extra romantic. Yeah. Okay. Let's just leave that there and go to the next caller. 21216. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, hi, my name is Patricia.
Hey, Patricia. How can I help you today? Where are you calling from, love?
I'm calling from Cleveland, Ohio. Thank you for taking my call.
Absolutely.
I'm calling in regards to for this year, money and money in different. I'm creating, wanting to bring forth money coming to me in different ways, different areas. Yes, working remotely and with what I call bridge jobs, but also I really would like to start earning money as a content writer and obviously a literary writer. But that will probably take me. They're both with time, but anyway, I would like to start making and creating money income with affiliate marketing, content writing. Yes, my literary writing and speaking, and open to others as well. What do you see or feeling energetically? Thank you.
Okay, so I'm hearing first of all a song, and it's "Just Do It." That song, "Do It and Do It and Do It." So they're saying, just do it, just get on it. Don't think about it, just start doing it. You already have everything you need for this, so just the only thing is to take those steps and to keep taking them, to allow yourself to be in that space where you are every day taking action and fulfilling and or finishing whatever it is that you want to do. Start with one thing and systematically work your way through. There are a lot of people that need content writers, so it's an absolutely amazing thing. Don't talk about it. What they're just saying, what they're just saying is just you just have to move forward and do it, and not be thinking about it. So just the answer is yes. Take action, and in no time, if you take action and you finish something every day, before you know it, you will be there. Okay, love?
All right.
Thank you so
All
much
right.
for calling in. I'm really grateful for your call. Please call back again and keep us posted as to where you are putting your content, okay?
All right. Thank you.
You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Okay, you guys, I wasn't laughing at her. I'm reading the chat, and sometimes while Spirit's answering a question, I'll see something in the chat, and it just kind of makes me crack up. And so that is that. Hey, Sam, how are you? Let me see if let me see if there's any. I think it's Rebecca. Rebecca wants to know, should I start looking for a new job? I hear yes right away. I hear supplemental or secondary income would be good for you. I don't think you need to. I don't know that it's going to replace your current job, but I do feel like you might want something supplemental is the word I'm hearing. That's that's exactly what I'm hearing. So I hope that that helps you, Rebecca. Hey, Kathy. Um, uh, there's a lot of questions coming in on the call. I'm going to go to the next caller. A lot of questions coming in on the chat. I will get back to the questions on the chat. I'm going to go to the next caller, who is 773. Those of you on the chat, hold on. I will get to you. 773. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Nancy, and I'm calling from Oklahoma.
Hey, Nancy.
How are you?
I'm good. How can I help you today?
Hey, I'm just wondering, I have a friend on the other side whose name is Sean, and I'm wondering if he's around.
Okay, I'm sorry. His name is Sean?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, was Sean a little bit I don't want to use the word gruff, but I'm not seeing him. I'm just hearing him. Was he really solid? Like, yep, that's me. Would that have been something? Would that have been Sean?
Could have been, yeah.
Somebody who just was not, he wasn't like, he was more like, well, anyway, okay. Let me go here. Is there any specific question that you have for Sean or anything you want to know from Sean?
If he left anything unfinished?
Well, he is quite okay. So if this is Sean, he's quite the like, he thinks he's quite the funny guy because he goes, yeah, the rest of my life. But jokingly. So if that's him, you're gonna know by that comment that that's him. And then he starts laughing and he kind of is like sitting like I feel like I see him behind me with his feet kicked up on something, and then he brings his feet down. He's like, "No, seriously, I'm good." Um, anything I didn't do wasn't meant to get done or to be done is his statement. I am going to tell you, it's funny that I've never had somebody sit like directly behind me, and I do feel like it's he's quite a presence, I'll tell you that. But yeah, as far as yeah, and he was like a pretty, I don't want to use the word intense because that's not quite the feeling, but if he was in the room, people would know it, that's for sure. But he's good. He's good where and how he is, and he is very he's anything that didn't get done, it just wasn't supposed to be done. And he doesn't, it's not that if somebody had, let me explain this though. Let me explain this. If there was somebody who had hopes of something with him, it's not that he's saying, well, that was never supposed to be, or I don't care. That's not it at all. What he is saying is okay, there is a song coming in, and the song, I'm going to give the song in a minute, but he's saying everything went how it was supposed to go. Whatever didn't get done, it for whatever reason it wasn't supposed to. But then he's also singing the song "I Did It My Way" by Frankie Frank Sinatra. Like, I just keep hearing that song, and in such a bravado, like, I did it my, and like just over the top bravado, or whatever that tone is, that's so deep and really loud, like, I did it my way, meaning like if they uh he's saying if there was something that I wanted to do, I would have done it. Anything. Okay, we're just gonna let that question go now. think he's just being 100 on all of that. So I just want you to know that. Yeah, he's a character, isn't he? Yeah, he's definitely a character. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sweetie.
He was a stand-up comic. Would he
Oh
like
my
getting his stuff published?
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Thank you for letting me know that, because he is coming through as like very not afraid to take take that and go with it, like, sort of thing. He has no problem with that. I'll be totally honest with that, like he never did.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay. I hope that was helpful, love. I truly hope that was helpful.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, it
Excellent.
was. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
That
Absolutely.
was great.
Thank you so much for calling in this evening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, everybody. I just want to give out the call-in number again. The call-in number is 845-277-9131. If you want to call in and ask a question or connect with a loved one on the other side. I'm going between the call-in and the questions online. I'm going to try to get to as many people as I can. So please, if you posted a question further up in the chat, you might want to post it again, because I'm not going to go through the whole chat to try to find questions I haven't answered yet. But Sam R, hello Toni, moving, new job, or school. Okay, could you make that question a little clearer, Sam? And I usually answer one question, so if you could just pop out one solid question for me, that would be amazing. I'm going to go to Kathy, who is asking, will my husband's kidneys be okay? One of them will. I'm hearing one of them will. I don't know to what extent they're going to be okay. One of them is going to do a little bit better than the other one, is what I'm hearing. I'm really sorry, Kathy. I'm really very, very sorry. I'm very sorry. Okay. One of them will do a little bit better than the other one. I'm going to go back to the call log. I think the next number is 631. 631. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Suzanne, Long Island. And when do you see me dating someone, a significant other?
Okay, Suzanne. And I'm sorry, Suzanne, where are you from?
Long Island.
Excellent. And you want to know when you're going to be dating somebody, getting a significant other? Is this
Yes.
Well, Suzanne, I hear tomorrow. Now tomorrow, as some of us know, tomorrow doesn't always mean tomorrow. Sometimes tomorrow can mean like within the month or within, a couple of days. I feel like somebody's coming in very quickly for you. I'm gonna say one thing, sweetie. If this is someone from the past, I don't think I can say that word on air, but they're saying like just don't do it. Don't do it. Nobody from the past. Here's the message for you and anybody else listening. Anyone coming back from the past, nobody from the past has changed. They haven't gotten therapy. Don't take them back. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Yikes. What I am going to tell you is that tomorrow, it could be as soon as tomorrow, but in the very near future, I feel like if it's not in January, it will be the beginning of February. You have the potential, to meet somebody new, someone that is going to come in and be a significant part of your life. This person will help you learn a lot of lessons about life and love and a number. They're even saying about career. I don't even know what, I'm not going to go into that, but I'm telling you, this person is going to come in sooner than you think. If they're not already, I don't think they're already there, but I'm just going to say this person's going to help you to grow in love. Now, I do need to say, when somebody comes in to help us to grow in love, that means we sometimes have to face things from our past that have not healed yet, but not in a harsh way. It can be in a good way also. Okay, I do feel like there are two people coming in love, and again, I'm going to say this: pick the new one. Pick the new one.
How am I going to meet them?
Well, since you asked me so nicely, and I typically only do one question for each and every person, I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm going to say you need to be out and about. I'm going to say, I don't know. Like, I'm just going to say, I don't know how you're going to meet them. I'm going to go to the next caller, though. 678, what's your name? Where are you calling from? And you're welcome. So whoever that last caller was, you're welcome. Okay, love, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Kathy from Georgia.
Hey, Kathy, how can I help
do
you?
you have any?
I'm sorry, love.
Question for oversight. My mom is in spirit now. I was trying to see if she's sending me a message or anything. My name is Mary.
Mary, okay. Okay, thank you so much, sweetie, and I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. It's been 12 years now. It's been a moment, but still always feels like yesterday. Well, it'll be 12 years in June.
Okay, so I am getting the first person that I'm seeing, sweetie, is a little bit older. She seemed like she might have been a little bit shorter. I don't think it's short because I'm probably considered short, but she was a little bit mid-sized, and this could be a grandma that's coming in. This is the first person I'm seeing. She was a little bit like not super thin. I want to say she was like a normal grandma size looking person, grandma looking person. Is the first person, and she has on glasses. That's the first person I'm seeing. Now, if that's not your mom, it could be an aunt, a grandma, whatever, somebody who is with your mom. And oh, did your mom have really long hair, like brownish hair at one time? Long brownish hair at one point?
When she was a child.
Okay. Okay. So I'm just seeing this hair that's like brownish and longer. I'm assuming it's her because I see this older woman here, and then I see the hair of the other person. So what I want to tell you is the first okay, so the first thing that's coming through for you is that song Butterfly Kisses, which is totally going to choke me up. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you know that song, but that's the first thing that's coming through is Butterfly Kisses. And that might not mean anything to you if you don't know the song, but if you don't know the song I'm hearing, you should go listen to the song. And then the other thing I'm hearing, and I don't know, I'm gonna say this, the Good Night Moon. I don't know. I'm not sure about that Good Night Moon. I think it's a book. I don't know. I think it's a book. I think they're showing me a book called Good Night Moon. Um, Even if these are some sort of confirmations, even if like maybe your mom didn't read this to you, maybe you know this book or you're supposed to, I don't know, maybe you're supposed to read it. I'm not really sure. What I am going to say to you is that those are the two confirmations I'm seeing. And then butterflies. So I'm getting confirmations for you more than I am a solid message at this point. These things that she's mentioning are things that, like the butterflies, could be something that you see, obviously. And when you see them, it's a confirmation that she's around you still. She's always still around you. But the other two things, she wants you to listen to that song for some reason. And then the other thing, Goodnight Moon, is that a book? Can somebody online tell me, is Goodnight Moon a book? I think it's a book because I see this like little kid's book being opened. And I don't know why that's significant, but she's bringing up that also. And anyway, okay. And it's a book. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, Sam. Sam said it's a book. Um, Okay. Goodnight Moon is a book for a very little kids. Okay, thank you. So what I want to say to you is I lost it. Okay, I'll get it. It'll come back. I'm sorry. It'll come back. Okay, the song, then she's bringing through another song, and the song is You Can Go Your Own Way. Go your own way. You can call it. What's the next line of us? Whatever day, you can go your own way. Okay, so that song's coming in, and I think that song is the answer to something going on in your life, because usually when they bring songs in, it's an answer to a question that somebody might be having. But then the other thing that she's saying is it's okay to make the choice you want to make. So if you're trying to make a choice in life, whether this is about relationship, business, or something else, the song is coming through. You can go your own way. And then she's saying, make the choice that you want, the choice that's right for you. I really hope all of this makes sense for you, love.
No, I'm totally confused. I'll listen. I'll look at the book, the song, but I was hoping she would have came through with any messages as to what to do around my home.
Okay.
And helping me there and guiding me.
Okay, so I'm really sorry that that the messages didn't make sense to you, but I think if you're trying to make a decision about your home and being guided, I think the last two things that came through might be helpful with that. That song, You Can Go Your Own Way, and do what, I can't remember what she said. Oh, once I channel something, sometimes I forget it, but okay, so here's what I'm going to say for you and anybody else listening or watching. If you have a direct question, ask that direct question. A loved one won't always come through and answer the exact question you want. Although I do think maybe if you re-listen to this, that the song and the message she gave about, I think it was do what you want, I can't remember, might be the answer to that. I'm not sure though, because I'm not sure. So what I would say is maybe if you re-listen to this, it might make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, I'm very sorry that the messages didn't come through and make sense for you. But that was quite a few messages for none of them to make sense for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So, okay. So if you want to call in, the number's 845-277-9131. I'm going to do the intro thing again. And the intro thing is, you can call in and ask an exact question about life, love, career, finances, any aspect of your life. If you want an exact question answered, ask that exact question. Don't hope that somebody on the other side is going to come in and give you that answer, because you might have something else going on in your life that is to them on the other side more important. And I think that if you are trying to figure out what to do with your home or your living situation, the song You Can Go Your Own Way might be answering it, but maybe not in the way you want the answer. Second, once you ask one question and you have a second question to ask, I typically only answer one question. So if you are going to throw out another question, please be kind about it. Just don't bark questions at me. If I wanted that, I'd get another dog. I don't want that. So don't do it. Okay. If you can't be kind, I don't know what to say to you. And maybe that's why you don't have a boyfriend. I don't know. I mean, that was kind of mean. Do I regret it? No, I don't. Okay. Listen, this is my Saturday night and I'm here answering questions for folks, okay? So be kind of nice. I don't know anybody anything. If you're going to call in and get a question answered, and I'm going to tell you something. 99.9% of the people who follow my show, who ask questions, who are in the chat, fudging amazing people. I love you to death. But every once in a while, somebody comes through like the world owes them something. Okay, okay, but that's the world. That ain't me. That ain't me. That ain't me. And maybe you don't realize when you bark something out, you're barking it or you're asking in such a whatever way. Well, now you know. Now you know. Okay, now you know. I'm just saying what I'm saying. And I don't regret saying what I'm saying. I'm going to go back to Sam because he had asked me a question earlier. Thank you, Toni. I was wondering what's the next thing happening in either possibly moving, new job, or going back to school? The strongest energy, I suppose. Okay. Thank you, Sam, for clarifying that. Um, Sam, the strongest energy that comes through for something for you is with work and a new job. So I would focus on that and then go into the other ones. And I do feel like, Sam, the other thing I'm hearing for you is like you might get some venture capital. So the job might actually be an opportunity of something you might do kind of on your own or on the side of what you're already doing. So it might not be something where you're letting go of what you are doing, but you have something new coming in that is like a, I don't like to use this word, but it's such a common statement now, like a side hustle type of thing or a side business sort of thing that like it grows through time. I do feel like there is something you do, Sam, you really have this thank you. See, when you ask the question like in this way, something comes through. I'm telling you, you have this entrepreneurial opportunity coming in. It is not it is not an MLM. It is not something you piggyback off of somebody else. I do feel like whatever it is, you're going to really enjoy it. I am hearing transportation, and I'm gonna tell everybody. I've been getting, if you can start something in transportation, it's going to be greatly needed. Now, transportation isn't only like, yeah, there's Uber, there's Lyft, there's all of that stuff, but, and I've said this on a couple of my other shows, so I'm sorry for those of you who have to hear me repeat it, but for those who haven't heard it yet, um, there's going to be a great need for drivers and pilots, but there's also going to be, when I say drivers, not only for companies, but private drivers, personal drivers, drivers that can take people from place A to B, drivers that can take people from city to city, state to state, whatever that is. I think you only, if you're doing one person, you might need a chauffeur's license. You might not even need a chauffeur's license, but whatever that is, I feel like that's going to be coming up, but a lot of other driving positions are going to be coming available also. Okay, excellent. Sam, I definitely hope that was helpful for you. Okay, I hope that was helpful. I'm going to go to the next caller who I think is, I don't think I did 845. Does anybody know if I did 845? I'm going to go to 504. 504. What's your
Hey.
name? Hi? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Debbie from New Orleans.
Hey, Debbie. How are you?
I had a. Yes, I'm good.
Excellent.
I had called you and had a reading, and it was really good. I enjoyed talking to you. You had said something very just kind of, oh, you're gonna have a few chaos and drama at work, and you will not believe how much drama it was. I was like, oh yeah, it's just gonna be a little ruffle feathers. No, they told me. I'm like, oh my gosh, you have no idea. I remembered what you had told me, that I have to, I'm kind of in limbo. I can't literally go back in as a, a vendor until some situations are cleared because they're afraid of a lawsuit.
What?
And I was wondering if you, yes, I was like, it's kind of a lot of drama, really.
Okay.
And yeah, do you even see me going? I mean, I feel I will, but I can't believe that I'm held back while they fix it. You know what I mean?
Okay, so the first thing I'm getting, this isn't about you personally. This is somebody else, kind of dumped a load. Here's what I'm getting. This started because of somebody else, and you're having to deal with the mess that somebody else made, or somebody did something and you're having to deal with it. So what I feel like is this is going to clear up very quickly. You are going to go back. You're going to be back. They're trying excuse me, they're trying to do things in a different way, and they're kind of saying it this way to get people to comply also. Okay, so they might not necessarily be as afraid of a lawsuit as they're saying. However, if they say that, they can get people to kind of get on board with what they want. Does that make sense? In a way that they want. I don't know how they're. Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, love.
He wants to get rid of certain people, so I feel like that's what he's going to do before it comes. One in particular, maybe two.
Okay, so
maybe more.
Yeah, you're not.
Weird. It's such a weird situation.
No, it's actually a really okay. So you're not one of the people he wants to get rid of, but it's actually
right.
It's a way. Okay, so it's a way. Okay, when people own businesses, sometimes they can't. They come up with. They do this so they don't have to fire people and pay for things and get rid of people and have to worry about that. They'll just
a trap.
Yes, for lack of my stumbling over words, yes, absolutely. I'm going to tell you, like I said, this is like somebody else made a mess, and this is how they're cleaning it up. So, if somebody did something and let's just say you use the word vendor, they're a vendor. They're like, oh, well, now I know how I can get rid of this person. We can say we're just not dealing with vendors anymore. We're going to do it this way. So this is their way of working around the system. That's what it is. It's a system workaround. Okay. I hope that makes sense. But they do want, like, I do feel like you're going to go back if you choose. I do feel like you might decide to also look at other opportunities, and one really good opportunity will pop up if you want it. But I do feel like you are going to you as of right now, there's a 70% chance you're going back into there, but there will be one opportunity that pops up for you if you want to take a look at it. Okay.
Yeah, I do. I just want to go back because I feel like one person was like, making up all this stuff, saying like they were using every inflammatory card they could, like, just everything. And it really wasn't like that. So I really want to go back just so I can leave again, if that makes sense, but on my own terms. I want to go, and leave.
Go back.
It's just something better.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Well, make sure you have something lined up walking through the door and see where that takes you. And the person who created the problem, I feel like in 6 months that person is either going to be shifted someplace else or completely out. But I do feel like if you do look for something else, you'll find it and it will be good. But it's up to you what direction you go in. Okay, love?
Yeah. Yeah,
Excellent.
thank you.
You are so welcome. You are so welcome. Thank you so much for calling in.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. Okay. I am hearing a song and I know what this song is and I know who it's from. The song is Sister Christian. And so for the person that song is for, just to let you know, they are here and they are letting you know that they are here. And that is what they want. They definitely have been singing it for like 5 minutes now. So I wanted to let you know that they're here for you and always. uh Lolly, you are welcome. I plan on doing more weekend shows. So I go every Monday and Wednesday at noon for a minimum of 30 minutes. And then I plan on doing more shows on the weekend. If these go well, I'll keep building them in. If you'd like to call in with a question, the number is 845-277-9131. You can ask a question about life, love, career, finances, or connect with a loved one on the other side. And I think Heather asked if Brian is her cousin. I think it was Heather. Somebody asked that, and I'm going to say, yeah, that is definitely yes. I hear a solid, loud yes on that. Okay. I'm going to go to the next caller. I lost my place again, folks. I don't even know. Did I do 917? Well, if I did 917, we're about to find. Did I do 504? 917? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Latima, and I'm calling from New York.
Hey, Latima, how can I help you today?
Hi, I want to connect with a friend on the other side. Her name is Samaya.
Shamaya?
I don't know if she had met. Yeah. Samaya. Yes, Samaya Williams.
Okay, and what's your question for her, love?
I just want to know if she's okay, if she has anything she wants to tell me.
Okay, she's okay. I see her off the ground, which means that she's on the other side. And she wants you. Okay, so give me a second here because her energy, even though I see her, so I need to ask you something, sweetie. Are you with somebody right now? Are you in a relationship right now?
Um, yeah. It's like it's an off and on thing with me and this boy.
Okay. Um, because the whole thing she wants to talk about is um you um getting like, I'm going to say this in different words than what she's saying, okay? But what she wants to
You can
say,
say how you say it.
well, I really can't. What I am going to say is she wants you to have a better life. She wants you to m- go get uh, I keep hearing that song from the beginning of the show, Moving On Up. She wants you to be in a better situation. She wants you to, like, I don't know if the word escape is a good word, but like get out of trifling, I don't know, situations, and just do you for a little bit. Um, and this song keeps playing in my head, this song, and I'm sorry, I'm just gonna, that song, it says, I'm just thinking with my dick. And I'm trying to think of any other words that go with that song. Have her say any other words that go with that song. I don't even know if you know just by those words, if you know what song.
Words again?
I'm sorry.
What was the words again? I'm sorry, I didn't hear the
Oh
words of the song.
God. It's that song. It goes, something 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 dope. I'm just thinking with my dick. Um, I know that's not enough. If anybody knows any other words to that song, please put them in the chat, so that I can have more than just those that words. But I think she feels like, just from that verse, whether you know the song or not, you should know what she's talking about. Um,
Okay, so she's watching my relationship and she just want me to like, girl, just move on or just
yeah,
do
girl, do
you.
better. She's just saying, girl, do better. Girl, do better. Like, okay, so she wants you to be serious. Like, she wants you to be more serious, more serious. She wants you to be, yeah, whatever. She just wants you to be more serious about you and your life, and don't think you have all this time. It's not that you don't have this time, just don't waste time on a waste of time. I don't know if that makes it. That's what
Mm-hmm.
she's kind of saying. And she wants you to, like, make it she just is like, she just wants you to, I know the words she's using, but they're not coming through really strong. Like, I'm getting like every third word, or not. And I normally don't get full on sentences, but she wants to tell you, just take your life seriously. Like, she's not saying it in these words, but take it seriously. Don't waste time with, and I'm sorry to say this, with a waste of time, because if it's not going to be something, then let it be nothing. And those are her words. If it's not going to be something, then just let it be nothing. And her hands are like flying all over the place, because my hands are flying all over the place right now. And she's like doing that smacking them thing. And like, girl, if it's not going to be something, then just let it be nothing. Like, get just, mm. And maybe that's why I know I'm not getting the words, because maybe they're not even actually words. I don't know at this point. But what she wants, the main thing, she's good. She said, I'm good. Don't worry about me. I'm good. Who has the baby girl? Who had the baby girl? the little baby girl in the pink onesie with the little pink thing around, like pink little, what are those things, headband around her head. Who has the baby girl? She's showing me this baby girl. It might not be a baby now, but there was definitely this little baby. There's this baby in a pink onesie. Do you know what baby that is? Because that just flashed in my face. She just showed me that.
Well, I have a daughter. We both have daughters, so I'm confused on which child she's talking about, either mine or hers.
Okay, so thank you for confirming that. So she's showing me this baby already here? Yep, this baby's already here. I'm going to tell you, I think it's yours. And the reason I think it's your daughter is because of the next thing coming out of her mouth, which is show her a better way. Show her a better way. Now, this could be for your daughter and her daughter, but I'm assuming based on the rest of her message, it's your daughter. And she's saying, show her a better way. And then she's showing me, yeah, I know what that is. Thank you. She's saying, don't let her daughter forget her, like write out like if you have things about her, like some people make books like through Shutterfly or something like that, of the story of the life. Don't let her daughter forget her, and get out of the, like, I hear that song again, and don't, okay, I'm just gonna like don't, she's saying, like, I'm sorry folks, I'm gonna swear, I just have to, because it's the way it's coming through, I just have to swear. So those of you who are still with me, I apologize. Don't fuck around with your life. Don't fuck around with your life. It's not worth it. Don't take those chances. You need to get you need to get it right. You need to get it right. You need to get in a situation where it's right. Okay. So that is what she's saying, sweetie. That is what she's saying. And I hope that makes sense to you. And if it doesn't, makes a lot of sense. You saw I miss her. Oh, she knows. I miss her so bad. She knows. I miss her so bad. She's saying, like, you guys were like the ride, like you were her ride or die. And that you guys were like thicker than thieves, like just so close. I don't know that statement. I don't know if I can say, because I don't know it. Something about like butter on, I don't know, something, I don't want to make it up because I'm going to get it wrong, but something about that. But I'm going to tell you, she is wanting you. Okay, she's saying, I can see everything in you and I can see who you are and your light, and don't waste it. Like, now's your chance to like to do, to get it. Okay, thank you. That song, it goes level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level. I don't even really know that song. I don't know if I've ever heard the whole thing. I'm just hearing those words, but it's a male singer, and it just is, she's repeating that, like she wants you to live the life that she sees you as you. Like, she wants you to, like, really just like, don't waste your, don't waste your time with a waste of time, something that's not going somewhere, something that doesn't have a future, because if it ain't something, then it's just nothing. And you got to get yourself something. You got to get yourself something solid with a future and be serious about your life. You got to get in that mindset that you're worth having somebody that's going to hold you down at night, somebody that's going to wake up with you, somebody that's going to take you and take care of you. Okay, that's her. That was her. Right. because I don't think I've pounded my hands that, like like seriously, this girl was like all the and the hands just flying. I'm just telling you, I am telling you. So she just wants you to know that she knows she's around you a lot. Um, especially when you are looking at yourself in the okay, I think this is in the morning, but this could be any time of the day. When you are looking at yourself in the mirror, like whether this is when you get up, but when you're like maybe doing your hair, doing your makeup, whatever, when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, she's whispering in your not in your ear, but in your mind because it comes through like when they're talking to us, it comes through as like a thought in our head, not a whisper in our ear. And she is always
Mhm.
telling you like she's saying to you how beautiful you are, and she's trying to tell you um just get it together and get like know who you are. And if you can't, okay, so the one thing that the next thing she wants to say, if you can't do it for you, do it for your babies. um because what you're doing now is going to show them later. Okay. Whew.
Right.
Okay, I hope that was helpful, love. I really hope that was helpful.
Yes, it was. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. And thank you so much for calling in. I'm so grateful I could bring that connection to you. Thank you so much.
Yes, I've been waiting for this for you. Thank you.
You are welcome. And please do call back anytime. Happy to help you connect at any time and point. Okay, love?
Okay, thank you.
You are welcome. Okay, I am going to go to the next caller who is 336. 336, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is Dee, and I'm calling from North Carolina.
How can I help you today, love?
Well, I just want to. Do I have to have a specific question, or what? I kind of got the end of the program.
Oh yeah, no problem.
It's just
So typically when people call in, I ask them to have a question about life, love, career, finances, or if they want to connect with a loved one on the other side, I just need the loved one's name and their name and their relationship to you. And if you have a specific question for your loved one, we can connect with, I can ask that question of your loved one. Otherwise, just any a little bit of a specific question that you have.
okay. I'd like to connect with my adopted mother, Christine.
Okay.
Um, and the question I have, she's always in my dreams. She's always there. I'm always home with her doing something. I just want to know what she's trying to tell me. Is it about, um, my relationship I have now? I'm married to someone overseas, and just whatever pick up through her.
Okay. So okay, so yes, she is not only in your dream, she's in your daily life. Uh she okay, there's a song I was singing at the beginning of the show and she's changing the words to it. The song is actually I don't want to be a player, no, I don't want to be a player no more. I'm not a player, I just crush a lot. But she's changing the words to I don't want to be lonely no more. Okay? Um, I don't know what that means for your personal life. This is not about her. That's she's not lonely. Um, but the words are that she has changed it to are I don't want to be lonely no more. So if you are finding yourself in that space, she's asking you to um, make some changes in your life, and that doesn't, sometimes when we're lonely, it's just it can be for a number of different reasons. It's not always leave your partner and find fulfillment. It can be we just don't have enough going on in our life. The shutdown really kept us secluded for a minute, and I will personally say it's it's been really difficult for a lot of people to get back out there and start doing things that are somewhat normal. So what I'll say to you is whatever that message means for you, in whatever way that means, that song coming through, that's the first thing. The second thing is to she's singing that song by Queen, Take a Chance on Me. Um and I don't, again, if I had to sing all the words, I couldn't right now. But that's the second thing coming through. But you know what I'm going to tell you? I'm just going to say to you, like if I had to s- give them, sometimes they just show up in our dreams to let us know they're still with us. But if there is something going on in your life with what has come through in these songs, she is asking that you figure it out and make the choice that works for you. Now I am going to tell you again, the answer isn't always
I just want to ask her. She's trying to tell me if my husband is going to be approved to get his visa to come over to the United States this year or next year or whenever.
I
think
hear
that's the question. I am lonely.
okay.
You know,
I hear soon, but I also hear okay, I'm gonna say this again. I hear soon, and I am answering that question. But for some reason, she's still maybe since your husband's not here, maybe that's why those songs are coming through. But I'm gonna tell you, he soon. It will be soon. She's not giving me an exact time. Give me a second because I'm going to go to a different source to get the answer of that question. Um, and I hear May. So if I'm talking to your angels and I'm asking your angels, when is the paperwork going to start to push forward? Not meaning he's going to be here then, just when is the paperwork going to start to push forward? I hear May. Okay. I hear that in sometime in May, the paperwork is going to start to push forward. And I do feel like that once this paperwork starts to push forward, it will go fairly quickly. I'm not going to say it's going to happen overnight. It's just going to go fairly quickly. And again, for whatever reason, if there is like a sense of I don't know why, but if there, don't be afraid to get out and go and do things and enjoy your life in the meantime. Okay. For whatever that means for you. I don't know what that means. I don't want to keep pushing on that, but I feel like the paperwork will start to push forward in May. And from there, it will move in what they're considering an appropriate time frame. It'll start to push forward. Okay, love?
yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You are so very, very welcome. I hope this was helpful for you.
Yes, it was. Thank you.
You are welcome. Okay, if you'd like to call in, the number is, let me look at the number. 845-277-9131. For those of you who are new, I'm here every Monday and Wednesday at noon Central Time. And I do take callers. You can call in now, you can call in then. Happy to answer any questions that you may have about life, love, career, finances, or help you connect with loved ones on the other side. Hey, Amy May, how are you? Amy, I'm going to be on for about until I run out of questions and callers. I'm not sure yet tonight how long I'm going to be on. Do you have a question for me, Amy? Okay. I'm going to go to, I'm not sure I can pronounce this name, so I'm going to try to pronounce this name. I'm not sure I can even see this name at this point. Sorry. I'm trying to read it and everything is like blurring together. Varanasi. Varanasi. I'm not sure. Dog World. I'm just going to call you Dog World. Thank you so much. I'm so happy. Um, okay. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I can answer your question. I'm sorry because I just don't like, you want to know current feelings for Pratik. Does Kushi love Pratik? I'm getting, okay, so I'm just going to ask that question and give you the best possible answer. There are very strong feelings here, very, very strong feelings here. Keep moving forward in an appropriate fashion. That's what I'm getting. I know there are strong feelings. I'm just comfortable saying there are very strong feelings there. Okay, love? Very strong feelings. I hope that was helpful. Who? Okay, 818. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Hi, my
Hey,
name is Suzanne, and I'm calling.
I'm sorry, where are
I'm
you?
calling from Las Vegas. How about you?
I'm good, Suzanne. How can I help you?
Okay, sweetie. I'd like to hear from my mother, and my only question is this: when will my son, the relationship between me and my son, get better?
Okay, so I want to make sure I'm understanding the question correctly. You want to know, when will your relationship with your son get better?
Yes.
Okay. Um it might be a moment because there's, and I'm going to explain my answer, so please bear with me, and I'm sorry this answer is not a simple answer. I feel like there's something going on um that is causing this, so what I'm hearing, and if I'm wrong, I apologize, and I actually kind of hope I'm wrong on this one. I'm hearing that there's something going on with your son that is maybe not the best situation, and I apologize for that. I'm hearing that and when I say this next line, please listen to everything I say that goes with it. I feel like there's something going on with your son, drugs and or alcohol, maybe. Please just bear with me because let me explain that for you. Sometimes when I hear that, that means somebody's either a self-medicating or they're supposed to be on a medication that they're not taking, or there's a diagnosis and the wrong medication is being given. Whatever's going on with your son has a lot to do with his habits and what he's doing. And he's going to be doing this for a bit of time. Whatever those habits are, whatever's going on, as long as he has these habits, this is the way the situation is going to be. Your son is quite stubborn, and might not be able to see so clearly what's really, I don't know what's really what's really what I could be wrong, sweetie. I could be wrong. I feel like your son might sometimes, every once in a while, be a little bit delusional. And this could be because of his habits. It could be because every once in a while your son is doing something he's not supposed to be doing, or it could be because of maybe mental illness. I don't know what's causing it. And if I'm wrong, I hope I'm wrong. I really do hope I'm wrong. I don't think spirit's wrong about this one. I think the angels are they're giving me pretty solid boom, boom, boom answers. I do feel like your son is a little bit lost, and whatever's going on with your son, if I'm connecting to the right energy here, it's going to be going on for a while. And as long as it's going on, um it's going to be a very difficult relationship between the two of you. Now, whatever these habits are, or whatever this means for you, I hope it helps you to understand his situation, and to understand that he is, I hope it brings you some peace. I can't tell you this is going to resolve anytime soon. All I can tell you is that I think it might not be because he doesn't like you or love you. It's because more of whatever he's experiencing, and his habits, and his whatever's going on in his head, that's causing some delusional behavior. I hope that makes sense to you, love.
Yeah,
And
totally.
I want,
Totally.
oh, thank God. You guys, you don't even know how difficult it is for me sometimes to say these things, because I have no clue. I've never talked to this woman before. And I'm saying this going, oh, please don't let me be wrong about this. Please don't let somebody else like tell me I'm wrong tonight. I do want to tell you, thank you for confirming
No,
that.
sweetie, that was so. You were very accurate, actually. And I, being a nice person, I didn't want to talk while you were talking.
Thank you.
But here is, oh, you're welcome. Here is the thought that I'm having, okay? So you were getting actually the information from angels, not from my mother. Am I correct?
Yes. So okay, so here's what I'll tell you. Here's what I'm sorry. Here's what I'll tell you. Your angels and your mother would tell me the same thing. Angels are just, I have a very strong connection to angels, and their information comes through so solid and so loud and so clear for me. Where sometimes the connection to loved ones, it still comes through solid and clear, but it's easier for some angels to deliver some messages over other messages. So I'm sorry. Go ahead, love. Go ahead.
I totally agree. And I'm glad that I was expecting to hear from my mother, but the angels were expecting. So here is the thought that I'm having, and please tell me every single word that you will hear without hesitating, because I know a lot. I can feel a lot of things that are happening to my son, but I'm not like 100% sure, right? So I want to be sure. So I know for this time, 98% that there is a curse on me that my mother-in-law and my husband used to do on me, like 28, 30 years ago. And at that time, I didn't believe anything like this. I didn't pay attention until later on I heard many people saying that if there is a curse on you and you don't get rid of it, it will pass on to your children when they become 18 years old. Is that true?
I do. Okay. Some people do have lineage curses on them. I feel like, I'm going to tell you something. I feel like your son might have, and it's really easy to miss this. I do feel like your son might have some bipolar or what are they called? Personality disorder. It might be bipolar. It might look like bipolar, but it might be a personality disorder. I'm not going to say everything going on with your son is a curse. If there is a curse, it has to accentuate something. What I am going to tell you is whatever's going on with your son, it's medical. It's from his habits and it's medical. So sometimes if people, when I say medical, I mean if he went to a therapist, he might get a diagnosis. Now, whether the habits cause this, because sometimes if people drink a lot or do drugs a lot, they'll end up getting certain diagnoses like schizophrenia, bipolar, whatever it is, depression. But what I will tell you is this, that he he is yeah, since from the beginning of talking with you, the thing I heard was bipolar, bipolar, bipolar. So I'm going to tell you that might be part of it. I'm not allowed to diagnose people. I don't know him. I'm not trying to make a diagnosis here. I'm just saying I believe that if I'm not saying I don't believe in curses, I do believe in that, but I do feel like whatever's going on with your son is more of a medical thing than a than that. Okay. I know
I'd like to say something, please.
okay, but I have to go
May
to
I
the
speak?
next caller. So go ahead.
Okay, so first of all, my
Oh,
son doesn't drink.
listen,
He's
love.
very
Love.
nice with everybody.
Okay, listen. I'm going to say this to you because if your son doesn't drink and he doesn't do drugs, I'm going to say this. Whatever is going on with his habits and whatever he's doing, whether it be drugs and alcohol or whatever it is, or something medical, um, there are times when he is a little bit not so clear in the head. Okay. Now, whatever's going on with him, I do feel like if he maybe talks to somebody, they might be able to help you with that. But for the sake of the show and so on and so forth, if you would like to do a private session, that would be great. You can tell me the rest of it, but for right now, that's probably not going to be helpful. Um, so I'm going to go to the next uh, for the next question online, which is Amy May. Toni, what message does my mom or brother have to say to me? Okay, Amy, you're going to be the last one I do today because this has been I'm at almost 2 hours. So Amy, and then I'll do Heather, who's asking if Brian had a message for her. So Amy, your brother and your mom want to say, keep your head above water. That's the first thing I hear before I even can finish saying anything. And then that song, you got to keep your head up, hey, comes in. And then they want to tell you everything's going to be okay. Don't and then they're singing that song, ain't nothing gonna bring me down. Oh no, got to keep on moving. So that is coming in. What I will also say, Amy, is that they're just singing song after song. That song, I've Seen Better Days, is coming in also. But things are going to get better. And then they're showing me this big, I don't know what this means, but they're showing me this huge sun coming up, and like a sunrise, but a huge, big, huge sun coming up, and then they're singing this, man, I don't want to. The song by I think it's by Sarah McLaughlin. Hold on to yourself. This is going to hurt like hell. Um, I think those are the words. I think you know what I'm saying here. And I think, whatever is going on, I'm sure that you are very well aware of what they're saying and the messages that they want to bring to you tonight and why they're bringing them. All right, love. Um, and I'm here for you. I am. I'm here for you. And then Heather, man, I'm fading fast, you guys. It is what is past my, it is past my, it is past my being on airtime. That's for sure. I'm fading fast. Heather, Brian, where are you here? Brian goes, yep, here, friend, here. Um, I love you too. I love you too, Amy. If you need to, you can call me tomorrow, and we'll chat a bit in the what's tomorrow, Sunday. Yeah, I'll be around all day tomorrow. You can give me a holler tomorrow if you want. Okay. Um, and I'm really sorry about that last song. I am, but if they give it, I got to give it. Um, okay, sorry, Brian. Okay, Brian wants to tell Heather. The first thing he's saying, Heather, your son's going to be okay. Don't worry so much. Everything's going to work out. The next thing he wants to say, Heather, is stay strong. And then this song, oh my God, Heather, thank you, Brian. I needed this. Dun, 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 dun. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what I'll do. Let's all sing it together, folks. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Oh, Brian, I so needed that. Thank you so much. Oh, Heather. Yes. The other thing Brian is showing me is getting on a bike and riding a bike, like riding a bike, but he's showing me like riding the bike away, not like like in another direction. I don't know if that means get out and get on a bike or what that means for you. I don't know if he used a bike, but he's showing me riding a bicycle, or maybe it's I don't know. I thought it was a bike, riding a bike. I did this, so I'm thinking it's riding a bike. I don't know. Maybe it is a motorcycle. Motorcycle. Gosh, a motorcycle. Yeah, I'm fading so fast, you guys. The late night loonies are coming in now, and that's where not loonies coming. That's just where I get hella goofy. If I am super goofy at night, like I start making ridiculous jokes at night. They don't make sense to anybody, not even me. Um, he also wants to say, what else, Brian? Do you have anything else? Oh yeah, he loves you. Um, yeah, I think the main thing is that your son, I think the main thing he wanted to bring to you this evening was your son's going to be okay. Don't worry. Everything is going to work out, and he's going to be okay. And that song, then he starts singing that song again. These boots are made for walking. Okay, you guys, I want to thank every single person who has come in and joined me this evening. I want to thank every single person who called in, who asked questions online. Um, I hope it was helpful for everybody who did call in and ask questions online. I will be back Monday at noon to do this all over again. Until then, everybody have an absolutely amazing weekend. Thank you so much.